Hey there, and thanks for tuning in. Today we're talking about the one thing that has been and is currently quietly controlling this entire market: mortgage rates. And if you've noticed buyers acting interested but nervous and sellers acting confident but confused, it's basically because the market is responding to one question: what's the payment? Right now, rates have been hovering around the low 6% range again, and in Denver, that changes behavior fast. So I'm going to walk you through what's happening, what I'm seeing in real showings, where concessions are back, the biggest mistake people make when rates are volatile, and what to do right now if you're thinking about buying or selling in 2026. So the first question I keep getting: what actually changed this week? Here's the simple version. Rates have dipped back into that low 6% territory. And I know, somebody's already typing, Sally, 6% is not low. Correct. It's not 2021. But compared to where we've been bouncing around, it matters. Because in 2026, Denver buyers are not shopping the price first. They're shopping the payment. That monthly number is either giving people permission to move forward or it's slamming on the brakes. When rates dip even just a little bit, I see it right away. We all do. More showings, more second showings, more serious conversations with buyers and their agents. More buyers come out of the woodwork. This leads to the next question. Why does a tiny rate shift matter so much here in Denver? Because Denver is a payment-driven market, period. A small rate shift can be the difference between we can actually afford the house we want and we're just going to rent another year and spiral about it and just see what happens. And it's not just first-time buyers. It's move-up buyers. They're feeling it even harder because a lot of people are sitting on 3% mortgage rates and looking at 6-something and thinking, so you want me to double my interest rate and still upgrade my life? That's why rates dipping creates a window of opportunity, not a frenzy, a window. Now, the next question. Okay, so if rates are better, why do they still feel so unpredictable? Well, they are unpredictable. Mortgage rates don't move on vibes. They move with the bond market, inflation expectations, and headlines that make investors extremely nervous. And right now, we have plenty of headlines. So you might see rates improve, and then you'll see them pop right back up quickly. That's why I keep telling people, if you are waiting for stable, you're going to be waiting forever. Stable's not on the menu in 2026. It hasn't been for several years now. This is a market where you don't win by guessing perfectly. You win by being ready. So here's the most important part of everything right now. What should you be doing if you're thinking about buying right now? If you're buying in Denver, I want you to stop treating this like casual browsing and start treating it like strategy. Here are the 3 moves I want you making. First, you need to get fully underwritten if you can, not just pre-approved. Pre-approval is fine, but underwritten is powerful. It's the difference between we like you and we trust you. And in a market where a good home can still attract multiple buyers, trust matters. Second, have a rate lock strategy before you fall in love with a house. Do not wait until you're emotionally attached to a property to have the money conversation. You're going to need to talk to your lender about all of your options, all of your lock options, all of your loan options. Ask about float down options if they exist for your loan type. Ask what triggers a lock for your situation. I am not giving lender advice here. I'm saying do not improvise on the biggest variable in your budget. Third, negotiate for the payment, not just the price. In 2026, the smartest negotiations aren't always take 10 grand off. Sometimes it's seller paid rate downs, closing cost credits, inspection credits, or structuring terms that protect your monthly payment. Because if your payment is manageable, your whole life feels manageable. And that's what buyers actually care about. Now let me tell you what I'm seeing in real life here in Denver when rates dip, because people get this wrong all the time. Denver does not suddenly turn into 2021 again. It's more subtle than that. When rates dip, the hesitant buyers reappear. The people who've been just watching suddenly start booking showings. And I notice a shift in the questions I'm getting. Instead of, is this a good neighborhood? It turns into, how quickly could we close? Would they consider concessions? What happens if someone else offers? Second showings pick up. Serious conversations pick up. Momentum picks up. Not chaos, momentum. So what does that mean if you're selling? It means rate dips can absolutely bring more buyer activity your way. But here's what I need you to understand as a seller. A rate dip gives you opportunity. It does not erase buyer logic. Buyers will pay for the right home. They will not overpay for a home that feels like a project unless you make it worth their while. This brings us to the question everyone wants the honest answer to. Are concessions back? Absolutely. Concessions are back. They have been. And I'm not talking about on one random deal. I'm talking about a real pattern. Here's what I'm seeing buyers ask for right now. Rate buydowns, especially when a home is a little overpriced or needs some cosmetic work. Inspection credits. Buyers are a little less willing to eat it right now. Closing cost credits and price reductions once a listing hits that week 2 to 3 zone where it starts to feel a little stale. In Denver, if a home sits, buyers start assuming something's wrong with it, even if nothing is. So if you're a seller, the smartest move is not wait and hope. The smartest move is price correctly, present it well, and if you're not getting traction, adjust strategically before the listing gets a reputation. Now let's talk about the number one mistake I'm seeing in a volatile rate week, because it's happening on both sides. Buyers' biggest mistakes: waiting to tour. They see rates dip and they think, okay, great, I'll start looking next week. No, when rates dip, demand doesn't always explode, but it concentrates. The good homes get more attention, and the buyers who move first usually get the leverage. Now, sellers' biggest mistakes right now: refusing to adjust when the market is telling them the truth. If you've had showings and no offers, the market is telling you something. Traffic without offers means something's off. Price, condition, presentation, or a combination. The worst thing a seller can do in this market is wait it out, let the listing age, and let buyers get suspicious. Now, one more piece that really matters, and this is where people get frustrated. Why do rates move when nothing changed in my life? Because headlines move markets, and we know we've had plenty of those. There are proposals and actions at the federal level aimed at housing affordability, things involving mortgage bonds, and ongoing talk about restricting institutional buying. And whether those things pass tomorrow, next year, or if they never pass, headlines alone can shift investor confidence, bond yields, and mortgage pricing. So even if nothing changes in your personal world this week, the rate environment can still swing. That's why this is not a set it and forget it market. It's a stay ready market. And now, here's what I want you to do with all of this info. If you're buying or selling in Denver and you want a real world read on your exact situation, that's your neighborhood, your price point, and what exactly is working out right now, here's what I have to say. Send me a message and I will reply with a quick, straight answer on 3 things. The first one, what I'm seeing right now in your price range, activity level, buyer behavior, and timing. 2, what concessions are actually getting deals done? Rate buydowns, credits, price adjustments, all of it. 3, the strategy I would use if you were my client this week. So you're not guessing, you're moving with a plan. And if you're watching this and thinking, okay, but I want to know what this looks like for my specific home or my specific budget, that's exactly why you should shoot me a DM, because national headlines are loud. Denver reality is different, and you need local strategy. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if this is something that you want to learn more about. Share it with anybody you know that's thinking about buying or selling soon, and I'll see you in the next video.